About 300 million years ago, Earth didn't have 7 continents, but instead one massive supercontinent called Pangaea, which was surrounded by a single ocean called Pangaea. The Carboniferous period over 70 million years before the first dinosaurs and pterosaurs appeared on Earth, a far different group of animals reigned supreme. Insects reached their largest sizes during the Carboniferous period, 359 to 299 million years ago, with some flying species growing as large as a present-day hawk and one type of flightless arthropod growing even larger than an average-sized adult human. The air was hot and humid during this period, and vast swampy rainforests covered the land, making it the perfect environment for these animals. They were able to diversify greatly, competing with amphibians that were forming their own distinct groups. Despite the strong presence of amphibians at this time, arthropods were able to colonize the land in many successful forms, from cat-sized scorpions to large proto-cockroaches. More than 200 million years ago, mammals and reptiles lived in their own separate worlds on the supercontinent Pangaea, despite little geographical incentive to do so. Mammals lived in areas of twice-yearly seasonal rainfall. Reptiles stayed in areas where rains came just once a year. Mammals lose more water when they excrete, and thus need water-rich environments to survive. The 100 million years and more of Pangaean history saw a succession of cosmopolitan animal dynasties spread over the entire supercontinent. Different families of amphibians and reptiles would arise, flourish for a while, and then die out, before being replaced by a new biota. The hot arid conditions that persisted over much of the supercontinent for all this time favored reptiles over the rhapsids and mammals, hence all the large-bodied, and most small-bodied, ecological niches were filled by Euryptilians, especially archosaurs, with amphibians continuing only in rivers and ponds, and synapsids becoming progressively smaller and less diverse, and finally nocturnal. Only during the later days of Pangaea, in the Jurassic, did the tiny Mesozoic mammals diversify. The first true mammals emerged 225 million years ago, as nocturnal insect-eating creatures. At this point, the entire landmass of Earth was clumped together into a supercontinent we now call Pangaea.